have like a Nike Dry Fit. Which, by the way, this is Dry Fit, right?
Yeah.
You were lit rolling it earlier. And I
know. No, the reason why is because my wife put a flannel inside of the same thing. So all the fuzzies from the flannel got. Look, you can still see it right there.
Gotcha.
Another piece of the flannel. It doesn't want to come off, so it was covered. It was like a coat.
I was watching you lit roll yourself. And I said, it's a Dry Fit. Like, you don't.
I know.
The whole point is that.
The whole point is nothing sticks to it. The problem is that the entire flannel, like all the fuzzies, went from the flannel onto my shirt. And I think it's that she washed them with all of my Dry Fit. So every single Dry Fit I have, I'm going to have to lip roll until I'm done.
Was that the first time washing the flannel?
I think so. It had to be.
It has to be, right? Because like that after the first wash, then it stops shedding, right?
Dude, it shed all over the place. All my clothes have it. I have to lint roll every single thing.
I hate that more than anything. When I get something new, I'm like, oh, dope, but I put it on, and then I take it off, and I realize my shirt underneath is just...
It usually happens like black shirts where it leaves like fuzzy black things, and you're like, ugh.
I think the internet has jumped the shark finally.
Yeah.
I found the thing. I don't care what you look like as a
dead
figurine.
internet theory.
I don't care what you look like as an action figurine. Have you guys seen
Oh
this
my
thing?
God.
Where it's just like,
this
is what I look like if I was in a package and a little whatever the hell.
And it's like, here's my cup of tequila and my cup of coffee. Oh, that's my personality.
I feel like the internet's jumped the shark a few times, but this is the latest one. Just like, no, not doing this, not playing your games.
You know what hasn't jumped the shark? We talked about it on the show this week. Those AI morphs of people back in the day into what they are now with Alphaville, Forever Young playing.
Yeah.
Dude, not only can I not stop watching them, I get emotional.
Yeah.
I get emotional. You know me, I don't get emotional by anything.
You remember those people as
just like,
themselves
oh my
and then now older?
Look at Donald Faison now after he was in Clueless back. Oh, he looks exactly the same. Bad example. But like Alicia Silverstone.
And somebody else who's aged terribly.
You see all these people like, oh man, that's crazy how that happened.
Yeah. Man, it's hard out here.
That song too, man. That song is
that'll get you.
We should have did one with Patino for the show.
Oh my God!
The entire time, yeah, he never changes. And we'll start him off in like an old castle, and then he goes through all the ages.
1855, exactly. With the Spanish.
Oh, trying to get 2025, exactly.
And then it morphs into him in his white suit.
Yeah.
Like,
I get the Instagram ads for put your daughter's picture in here, and you can see what she's gonna age and look like. It's like that makes me sad too. I see these like pictures of like an AI, a kid like growing through the years. I'm like, slow down. My kid's already growing too fast.
I'm in a sad dad part of the algorithm.
Sad, yeah.
Where it's like, look, your daughter's going to grow up, and in 2 years, you're not going to be able to do this. And then 6 years after, she's going to do that. But like, that's my entire algorithm feed is just like stuff to make me sad as a new dad. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I'm going to be honest with you. Like, because I got the oldest kids here. Like, you never realize that transition.
Of course.
There's never a part where I'm like, oh my God, I don't carry them anymore. Because like that thing is so far removed.
Right.
The one for me was when she was walking, I was like, oh, so she's never going to crawl again. Like that is.
Really?
That was just the one where I was just like, when she was popped up, I'm like, wait, so that's it? There's no more crawling ever again. Like it's just like, because that's like a time.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, like, I had two thoughts. One was about time. And then very quickly it was like, oh shit, now they can reach things that they couldn't reach before.
Now your
like,
defense.
Life has changed.
Yeah, because it used to be like, oh yeah? I'm going to just put it up here.
Yeah. Or I'm going to put a pillow there.
When they're crawling, you can trap them in a room. Just close a couple doors and they can't go anywhere. Now, once they're walking around.
Once they're mobile and they can stand upright, oh my God, now you're in trouble.
Right now, we're in the part where she obviously is on her back, but has learned to flip on her front.
Nice.
The issue is she can't flip back. So she gets stuck opposite turtle like, And
But
she gets frustrated with herself.
Tummy time is good for her, though.
Oh, tummy time is
good because...
Hates it. She hates it, by the way.
Doesn't
Do
like
babies hate it?
Tummy time?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think...
I know this is old. You guys have to think back, but it feels like every time we put her in tummy time and she pops her head up, she'll do it, but then she's like...
After a while, she gets
I'm
tired.
done. Yeah,
How proud do you get, though, and like you see those neck muscles working?
Dude, she pops
like,
her head up and she's like...
Look at my kid. Developing.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Development.
Neck muscles.
And now my kid cusses me out. That's what Chris says.
Here we
For
are.
real. Now she calls me bro.
I know nothing about
Man, they all do that.
My daughter is already like, bro.
My kids do that, and I'm like, I'm not your bro. I'm not your one. This is a proud moment when you get to say, I'm not one of your little friends.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta add little though.
Your little friend.
Little is the most important
because it's
part.
belittling.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
you know,
of
hey,
course.
listen.
Your friends are literally this.
Yes.
I'm the alpha here. All right, we're gonna stop this.
How is she with your parents?
Good.
Is she like understands the hierarchy of like I can say things to dad that I can't say to grandpa, or like how does that work?
Oh no, it's weird because they tell me that like when I'm not there, there's a lot more recklessness.
Of course.
But there's
The cat's away.
But then at the same time, there's things where, like, for instance, I tell my kid, look, if it's just me and you, you can curse. Don't do it in front of your grandparents because
Then I get shit.
Then I'm in trouble, right? So the same thing. Don't do it at school. Don't do it with any adults or whatever that you like. But if it's me, if it's your uncle, like we're cool. You can do it in front of us.
I let my kid listen to bad music, all that stuff, all of it.
They're gonna get there eventually.
I believe
When you say
in
bad music, though, what do you mean by that?
Like I'll play any song. Like I'm not like, oh, this is talking about like I just like you're
You
gonna
let it
hear
ride.
it. Like I'm of the belief if you make a big deal about this stuff, then they're like I just like if you're just cool with kind of everything, like even cursing.
Yeah.
Like my wife, we curse around. Like I'm not like like she knows the bad words. She knows she's not supposed to say them. She knows she can say them when she's older. Like it's not that complicated.
I curse at the oldest. Usually when I'm trying to make a point, usually on the basketball court. There's a lot of cursing on the basketball court. The twins, not so much. Done it once or twice, and they always go, like they still have that innocence of like, oh,
Because they know it's serious.
You said the word,
When you're
right?
whipping it out, it's serious.
But like as far as music, I'm trying to think. The oldest I literally like in the last year, I've started like I'll play like my actual
Like real stuff.
my actual Spotify playlist as opposed to curated stuff. Like with the twins, with the kids usually it will go like 80s or like Motown or like stuff that I know that's not
Family
gonna happen.
friendly, right?
Yeah.
Like this obviously like graphic sexual songs. I'll like just I'll skip. Like I'm not gonna like make her sit through it just to like prove my point.
No Megan Thee Stallion.
There are some, but there's also
featuring Cardi.
Yeah, no WAP. Yeah.
But she's like singing all these like Taylor Swift songs where she's like talking about like breakups and stuff. So like
Oh, but that's
Is she a
That's
Sabrina
different,
Carpenter girl?
she likes
boy.
That one you got to
it's-
watch out for.
Oh, boy.
It's not Sabrina Carpenter. What's the other one? There's
Camila Cabello, Ariana Grande.
Let me tell you something about Sabrina Carpenter, right? I don't know much about her. I know she was a Disney singer, right? So I was like, all right, so she's doing like that plastic pop kind of, whatever, Britney Spears, whatever. And then Fuentes put me on to this song
Changed
that she
everything,
has.
huh?
And I was like, what?
Wait
and then
a
I was like, show me this Sabrina Carpenter again. Is she single? Fuentes, what was it? What was the song? Oh, no, he's talking to Izzy.
What was the song?
What's the Sabrina Carpenter song that you were talking about yesterday?
Oh, Juno.
Juno. But what was the content?
The concept basically is that she likes this guy and she thinks he has good genetics and she can't wait for her to get fucked by him. Basically, is what she's saying.
I didn't know
And-
that. I thought we were going to play it cool the whole time, and then all of a sudden
give me a
we
second.
went,
I'll look up some lyrics.
made a left turn there.
It was Gracie Abrams is who I was talking about.
Never heard of her.
My daughter
I don't know.
likes. She's like the newest Taylor Swift type singer.
See, that's what I like about my kids is like they don't like Taylor Swift. I didn't tell them. I never
That's
said
what I
anything.
like about my kids.
I'm just like I like that. Like
It saves you time, money. It saves you everything.
and like you like when your kids like start to angle towards the things that you like without you.
You're in the back like, yes.
Yeah, I didn't tell them if they want to listen to Taylor Swift. That's up to them. But it's like just they're like, Taylor Swift. I'm like, yes.
Okay.
No, I mean, what's wrong with Taylor Swift?
So
You don't like him?
one of the lines starts with, "You make me want to make you fall in love. Late night, I'm thinking about you. You want to try out my fuzzy pink handcuffs."
Come on,
That's one of
man.
the things she says. And then later in the song, there's like a little interlude where she straight up says, "Hold me, explore me, mark your territory." And then it says, and then the next line says,
me.
"Adore me, hold me, and explore me. I'm so fucking horny."
Wow.
That's the exact lyric.
Damn, that's crazy.
Sabrina Carpenter. She's single. Did we figure that out?
I think so.
Explore
Wasn't
me
she
is the
dating
term.
the guy who was in that movie?
Me?
Salt
Oh
something?
yeah, Barry
Salt-
Keegan.
Saltburn?
She was Barry. That's not pronounce his name, right? Barry Keegan.
Something like that, yeah. I saw him in an Omega commercial.
Yeah.
Where he was wearing like a $60,000 watch, and I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Can we talk about commercials?
Yes.
This is okay. An Omega commercial, luxury brand, cool. Cologne, perfume commercials, cool. Car commercial, like even Verizon, whatever. I'm cool with these movie stars getting these commercials. There's a game that I play on my phone. It's like Royal Match or whatever. It's one of those stupid ass match thing pattern recognition games. They have LeBron and like Kevin Hart, and I'm like, guys, I know they paid you a lot of money, but you have to at some point say, yo, I'm above
Yeah.
marketing a stupid ass phone game that's for free. Like,
Why wouldn't you want to have a little something in every space?
No, man.
Let me get a board game.
Have some
Which board game
standards.
wants me?
Board game's a standard. Board game is a real thing. I'm talking about the thing that you download.
He's talking
for
about like
free.
Candy Crush.
Yeah, like you're too good for that, man.
Clash of Clans.
Yeah, man. Like you should be doing like
sure
Assassin's Creed. You should do that
I'm
one.
sure there's a threshold of money
The
to
cla-
get into a meeting with LeBron.
Yes.
You're paying this
Well,
much.
first of all,
bottom.
is LeBron's in this commercial?
Yeah.
Okay. he probably has a cut of that game or a cut of the microtransactions
that's
or
what I
something
mean.
like that. And Clash of Clans makes so much money.
I know, but still,
But it's not
man.
that. He says something else.
Bro,
Something
It's
like,
about like
paper
just
green, brother.
having like I remember when movie stars wouldn't even do forget commercials. They wouldn't do TV.
Yeah.
That was like a huge thing. Like,
It was considered like your career's over.
yo, you're lost, man. You out here, and these guys
You're a
doing
bum.
kid-
This is LeBron seeing, okay, Clash of Clans makes bank. So I'm going to take a similar type game and I'm going to elevate it because I'm LeBron James. And now I probably have a piece of it.
Not to mention, Bronny, very well-known gamer.
Yeah.
He's like in with FaZe Clan and all
So he's
that. So
probably
he,
like, Dad,
he knows
you
that
gotta do
arena.
this.
Yeah.
I went to COD. I did they did a COD suite at
Call of
Summer
Duty?
League. Yeah. And he was in a tournament. It was him and Grant Williams in the final, and he beat
Really?
Grant Williams. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have numbers here for Clash of Clans.
No wonder.
LeBron was?
Bronny.
Okay, I was gonna
LeBron
say.
James Jr.
Okay, I was going to say.
Grant Williams, by the way.
In,
What are you doing, buddy?
in 2019, Clash
pick
of
up a ball.
Clans brought in $529 million.
I get it. I'm not. This is not about the money. It's about like, yo, do you
Yeah,
have
a prestige
standards?
thing.
You have standards.
He should be in a
man.
Rolex commercial, not a
Yeah,
Clash of
not
Clans.
a. Come
You know
on,
who
man.
I
I
see in
just
a
feel
lot of
like
commercials?
I feel like you would have like money.
Of
Like-
course,
like-
I like money, but
But
I
it's
don't
LeBron.
have. It's LeBron.
But you don't ever
He's
stop
our-
liking money. He wants to be a billionaire.
You can.
He is.
You can make
Is
money
he?
in so
Yes.
many ways,
Is he?
man. that
Yes,
it
LeBron
official?
LeBron and
Yeah,
Nike
he's a
have
millionaire.
a
Yeah.
lifetime
Cross-
billion-dollar
Okay.
contract.
He crossed $1 billion.
No, and his like production company.
No, I
like,
know he's
done
got a lot
bunch
of
stuff.
assets, but
Yeah.
that's what he's doing here. He's diversifying, guys.
I get it, and you did the liquor, and that's
Yeah.
awesome, and you did the wines, and that's awesome, and you're doing media production, that's awesome. But come on, man, you're better than Clash of Clans.
No,
Yeah.
he for sure has a stake in it.
I get it. I'm saying you're better than that.
Can I put one?
You're doing a little Scorsese right now. A little.
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't be in this movie because it's Marvel.
It's not cinema.
That's where the
Well,
money's at.
Cinema.
Well, first of all, Scorsese's movies are boring. Can we say that now? All your movies now are boring, bro.
Adnan is
No,
wrong.
You make
yeah.
you make boring. Once upon a time, just like the greats. Once upon a time, you were incredible. Goodfellas, one of my favorite movies of all time. Casino, one of my favorite movies of all time. Right? He made great movies. He doesn't anymore. And like we could come here and sit here and pretend because we want to kiss up to.
Is
the
Wolf
baby.
of Wall Street his last best movie?
No, Flower Moon was good.
Flower Moon was not good.
I liked it.
It was
Flower Moon. You take Flower Moon
No,
over
I- no,
Wolf
no,
of Wall
no,
Street?
No, 100%.
Okay, thank
Right,
you.
like-
I thought it was good.
Like my thing is this: it's like let's for most of these guys, when you rank them, you can see like the trend is like this. The movies are going down like this, right? So we're at this part of Scorsese's career. We're down here. We're not even midway up the mountain slope. Yeah, the best role he's had in the last 20 years is this thing he did on the studio. And even then, it was like they were mocking him, really, right? Like, oh, this dude, you should do a movie about Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
And I'm gonna do it about Jonestown and shit. Like, all right, nah, man.
What director's ascending then? Nolan.
Ascending?
Nolan.
Nolan is still strong.
Yeah.
Nolan's still strong. I'm trying to think.
You can't really name a lot. I mean, maybe Coogler.
Coogler for
I
sure.
haven't seen Sinners yet. I'd heard it's really good.
I haven't seen it yet either, but like it everyone's giving great reviews to it. Coogler's ascending for sure. Fincher?
David Fincher.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe. I
Adam
guess.
McKay.
Adam McKay.
Don't
yeah.
look up, buddy. You know who's in a
Don't
commercial
look
that I
down.
was
Don't look down.
surprised by? That I was like, huh, along the lines of, I don't like this combination.
Combination.
It was Blake Griffin and Red Lobster.
You
I
know
saw
what?
the commercial and I was like,
Wasn't mad at.
I don't know
wasn't
about
mad
that.
at.
I
I
don't
wasn't
know.
mad at it
Blake.
because he's retired, and they're using him for his comedy, really. Right?
Sure.
Like, sure, they put a lot of basketball puns in there, but it's like him pretending to be a big deal, and like I liked it. I'm cool
but like
with that.
noticeably bankrupt,
No.
publicly bankrupt
But
Red Lobster.
they also are pivoting. They just hired. I saw some article. They hired the PF Chang's CEO that
like a young
turned
guy.
PF Chang's around.
Peter
it's like,
Chang.
It's like the CEO of CEOs right now, and how he's at Red Lobster. I've been seeing him doing a bunch of social media.
Yeah. Peter Franklin Chang.
They're making like a conscious effort to get younger, and
sure, I
Blake-
just saw that and I was like, how much did they have to pay? Like, of the money they don't have, how much did they have to pay Blake Griffin to bring that back
Bad
up?
look, right?
Okay, so you're making it a thing about like brand recognition for you, but that's much better than being involved with a company that's like gets caught stealing money or like
Or
child
like FTX?
labor or
FTX,
something like
oh my
that.
God.
'Cause there's a lot of
Didn't
guys in
Larry-
commercials.
that. But you see that though, you think respectable.
That was hold on.
Money laundering?
I'll give you the greatest commercial of that. It was FTX Larry David. Because in the commercial, he's like, I don't understand any of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't understand how any of this shit works. They
it was
just
a
get.
Super Bowl commercial.
It was
Yeah,
a Super Bowl
yeah.
commercial.
It
That
had
was-
like 40 people in that ad.
Yeah. Or no, I'm thinking of the one where he's just in the office.
Yeah, it's him walking around.
He's being pitched almost the idea of it.
And he's like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Oh, isn't there? I thought there was one that they swung around to like a bunch of different cameos of famous people.
There
like
was
on the
probably
phone.
another company that did something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another commercial theme I've been noticing on TV lately. I don't know why, but it's like one person did it, now all these companies are doing it. Hey, we have this new product. We're trying to sell it. You know what we should get to pitch it? People from The Office. We'll never mention The Office outwardly, but we're just going to have two people that you recognize from The Office together.
They have almost the whole staff.
What's the AT&T one?
No, there's different ones. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Really? Oh,
There's a Nescafe one with Steve Carell and John Krasinski.
Yes.
That one's new.
That one's
really
new, but I'm just like, are we just doing this? Are we just going to keep casting?
Oh, it's the big names. I was going to say it's heady play if you get like the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
They did that for AT&T.
For AT&T.
Do that. That's probably cheaper than getting like Bradley Cooper.
100%.
Like, you get all three of them for the price of Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, but I'm just like, what are we doing? We're just going to recreate?
No, I'm saying Bradley Cooper, like, it's just an example of a big celebrity
star.
you could get, or you could get three people
4 or
from The
5
Office.
others.
Here's where I believe it started. It was Donald Faison and the other guy
T-Mobile?
from Scrubs doing the T-Mobile stuff.
Yeah.
And again, it's like, wait, what does that have to do with each other? Them being like, oh, you guys just want us to remember the show that we like. That's all.
Right.
It's a cheap way to advertise because, like, you're getting people not in their prime, but people know who they are.
Well, let's be real. The people that have money now, like real money, are millennials.
Like, if you're a big company, like, let's say I'm the head of marketing at AT&T, I'm like, I don't want to pay $5 million for LeBron James. Let's find these budget people that will pop, but I can get, like, they're from a show in the 90s or something.
Give me $2.25. I'll get you the entire cast of The Office, but not Steve Carell or John Krasinski.
What I'm saying, though, like, that is smart business. Because it's like, people are going to know this. It's going to pop, and you're spending, like, half the money.
The thing about those commercials, too, is you're going to spend half the money for the cast, but that commercial is also likely to go viral.
Right.
Because people are going to, like, start making brads. Oh, we see the cast of The Office in this commercial. And, like, you know, like, people make fun of, like, I don't know if you guys remember the Quiznos ads with the talking rats?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The ad was crazy, but guess what? Everybody remembers it because it was crazy. So that actually makes more sense to do, I think, what you're doing.
Like an
just a big
example,
star.
if you got the kids from Full House, like DJ Tanner, Stephanie Tanner, and like you got
Too
Mary
old.
Kate Olsen, and
Too
you got
old.
like the three sisters in a commercial, that's probably would be not that expensive.
First of all,
the Olsens.
The Olsens expensive as
Olsens
shit. The most expensive
All right,
people.
you get DJ Tanner and Stephanie Tanner and Kimmy Gibbler.
But they don't look. Do they
you
look?
can get those three.
I don't think people would be like, oh, that's
People would be like Full House.
No.
Like,
They gotta look like
Danny
they.
B's with you.
people would.
They gotta look like they did. Like the thing about The Office is like I see those people and I'm like I don't even know their real names.
Right.
But I'm like, oh, you're from The Office because
Right.
you and you and
I get
you.
what you're saying. They're older now. They're like
they were kids.
Like you can't do it with child stars. Unless
Like you have to get Stamos. You have to get obviously Bobby.
maybe
Coulier.
Uncle
passed away.
Jesse.
You have to get
All right, how about that? You
Yeah.
get Coulier and Stamos.
No, Stamos is going to run you.
Stamos going to run you a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But like those are the people that you notice. I know exactly. who that
Stamos and the
is.
Olsen twins, AI. You put them in with AI.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody else is a real actor.
By the way, Olsen twins don't really know the exact details of what happened to them, but get over yourself.
They're billionaire makeup people.
Yeah,
now,
but
I
get
think.
over yourself. You can still every once in a while.
The sisters kicking ass. now.
I'm saying like
The
they
third
don't
sister.
they don't ever partake in anything.
I
Like,
tell
they
you
did
why.
they did the reboot. They were no part.
I tell you why.
Don't make a cameo.
I'll tell you why.
That made you. You know why you're a billionaire? Because of Full House.
I have a
and now
theory.
you want nothing to do with Full House.
Chris, I have a theory. You don't see them anywhere. They are making billions, but behind the scenes. You know why? That whole Heath Ledger thing. We never got to the bottom of that.
Were they involved? I don't know anything about
Were
that.
they involved?
He dated one of them.
Dude.
That's a Google search for you.
That's
Okay. I will.
you know what, man? You do your
I
little
don't, know,
research.
I don't know anything. I never talked to anybody.
Hey guys, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for You Betcha.
Betcha.
Which is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. EPL action. Liverpool has a league pretty much locked up, so they're going to be minus 295. We're going to pick them to beat Tottenham, who's having a terrible year. They're just above relegation. We're going to pick Bournemouth against another team struggling this year, Man United, the Cherries, plus 100. We're going to take them. And then we're going to take Nottingham Forest right now. Surprising season for Forest. That's Ariel Hawani's team, by
Yeah,
the way,
it
if
is.
you guys don't know. They're fourth in the league, so they're trying to stay in Champions League spots. Chelsea nipping at their heels, and Man City struggling, but also nipping at their heels. We're going to take all three of those teams to win. It's plus 489 at the time of recording.
When you say Bournemouth, it always makes me think of Greg Cody.
Bournemouth.
Why?
Yeah, Bournemouth. Bournemouth.
That's
He's
just
like,
one of the things.
Oh, that's-
anytime
that's-
anyone says it, he'll be like Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Well, that's You Betcha.
You
betcha.
betcha. You know another commercial trend that's happening now on social media and on TV that I hate?
What's that?
The fake podcast.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
That's
where it's like
huge on TikTok.
people are there like,
Yes.
listen, you got to try these amino acids. They're incredible. And
wow.
it's, like, it's just me talking
Yeah.
to the camera.
Yeah.
It's not a podcast.
No, I was doing a podcast about this. It's just like that Ashton Hall guy, which, by the way, I saw he went to the Heat game a couple weeks ago, and then, I get it. It's a funny bit that's referencing something that's going viral. We should not be rewarding this person.
Wow.
With Heat courtside seats.
But what if you paid for him?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't pay for him. They wheeled out Bernie and did the fake routine. And
I was like, shame on you, Miami Heat.
Wow.
Shame on you.
Wow.
Like, stop doing. Because my thing is this: I'm all for, hey, how this guy got famous? Well, we were all laughing at him on the internet collectively. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm in on this. But then when it's like, this person is allowed to profit off of that. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because that's exactly what I do every time something bad happens to me.
We
But
talked about this.
but I do other things. Like I don't.
Right,
We talked about this a few weeks ago with Hawk Tua. They're just capitalizing on the 15 minutes.
Yeah, man.
'Cause he's already gone. In my mind, he's out of here. Like when you said his name right now, I was like, who the hell is that? And then I was like, oh wait, that's the morning routine guy.
Well, I mean, even my kid. We went to dinner and someone had the Saratoga bottle. Look, it's like the Ashton Hall thing. Like it's not Ashton Hall's water. It's not his water. He doesn't own it. Like, well, yeah, but like, I mean, no, don't give him that honor or respect.
For real. You think he got a little quid from Saratoga or no?
He probably got like $500. Hey, can you do a thing?
The second video, they probably gave him something.
They have to.
Yeah,
Why?
or somebody
We got a
somebody
massive-
probably reached out and said, hey, we'll use your water again in another one of these. if you
Massive
want it.
bump, dude.
I mean, they got one. But
That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't mean he's a part of it.
Did they get a bump? Did people just Google it and that was it?
That's
a bump.
What it is,
It
but
at least
that's
got
the
some
bump.
impressions. Like I didn't know Saratoga water existed before.
I've seen it, the blue bottle. I've seen before because I'm a glass
I've-
bottle kind of guy.
I've had Saratoga water. It's all right.
It's good.
It's all right
I'm
water.
a Mountain Valley man, if you want me to be honest.
I'd like to switch gears a little bit here.
Okay.
I want to talk about White Lotus, not about the show. Not about the show, which is over. And I liked it. A lot of people were disappointed with the finale, but that doesn't matter.
Do I have to say spoiler alert?
I have 4 episodes left in season 3.
This is not a spoiler alert.
Okay.
This is something in real life. I have been alerted to a conspiracy theory that Walton Goggins and the Bucktooth Broad were apparently in real life
Wow.
while they were out there. And like there's all these videos of them doing like there's a video of him being interviewed about it and it's like, yeah, what was it like working with Bucktooth Broad? I don't know her name, sorry. and he sits back and he sighs, my life will never be the same, and da 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 da. And we're like, what? And then what happened was apparently a couple of weeks ago, they both unfollowed each other on Instagram.
Oh, boy.
And so the rumors were that like they had an affair and he's married.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like, yo, what's really going on? And now they're trying to clean the tracks or whatever.
Amy Lou Wood. is her
Amy
name.
Lou Wood, yeah. They made fun of her on SNL and she was like, that was mean spirited. And I'm
super
like,
pissed.
it's SNL. That's what they
do you
do.
not get the gist
Did
of
they
what they do
enhance
here?
the teeth or something?
Of
like,
course, the
I
lady-
didn't see the bit. I'm saying like for
I
her to
know.
be
They
They
offended,
enhanced
they
her
had to be.
teeth.
Of
They had her
course.
like speaking super English.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad. Yeah.
No, but it's not. But it's like that's the point.
Yeah.
That's what this show does.
Was it supposed to be a toned down version of you?
Yeah, like, wait, well, it was mean. I'm like that's.
Should we have not been able to tell it was you? Like.
I really, and then SNL apologized, and that was the shit that pissed me off.
That I didn't like at all.
You're gonna apologize.
You're gonna apologize to Donald Trump too. You're gonna apologize to the Trump brothers. You're gonna apologize to everybody who made fun
You're gonna
of him.
apologize to everybody in the last 60 years.
Yeah,
James
right.
Brown. You're gonna
Like-
dig him up and apologize to him.
Either
What are we
way,
doing?
Gumby, or we're gonna apologize to Gumby too.
Walton Goggins can do no wrong. And this episode of Mystery Craze brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings count as yours.
Hell
I
yeah.
like how you shoehorn that in there.
But like I just the apology tour thing is for a show that this is what they do.
Right.
Right.
Like staunchly unapologetic of making fun of people. Now you're gonna go back on one person. Have they ever apologized to anybody else?
They they probably have.
By the way, let's be real, lady. This is your 15 minutes. It's a little bit better than Ashton Hall's, but like you're not that much higher than that.
Right.
like she's not a massive megastar. Like this is the show, man. I heard her do an interview talking about like I used to think my teeth were awful, and now like because of this show, I've been showered with so much love and praise for them. I'm like, all right, for her teeth.
So people have showered her with love and praise for the teeth.
For White Lotus.
Yes.
For White Lotus. Everyone loves her. Like, no.
Can I get a picture of who this is? Because I haven't seen the third season.
I
I haven't.
you.
See
I got
if we
you.
can.
I
I don't
got
know
you.
who's doing what here.
I'll put it up for the
Where's
audience.
Mally?
Yeah.
Mally, do something.
I didn't think it was gonna come up.
Oh,
because,
okay, well.
you know.
Touche.
But yeah,
So she's
man.
got big old teeth.
Look, there she goes.
Oh, yeah.
She's
She's got
English.
big old teeth.
Yeah, she
Big
has
old
English.
teeth.
She's
Yeah.
English, and
I'm
she
a
plays
fan.
English girl. I think she looks pretty.
She would look. She was lovely. She did a great job
Careful
on the
on
show.
that. On that.
Don't
Careful
scroll.
on that
Don't
browser.
swipe. Don't swipe.
I was just going sideways.
I know, hey, man.
I was going
Dangerous
sideways on,
game.
on the images.
Dangerous
On the
game.
images.
Cody's heart cycle.
How many tabs do you have open?
Don't worry about it.
Wait,
No. How many tabs do you have open? I want to know.
Oh, you mean like
actual internet tabs?
Not incognito.
where I can
yesterday,
where I would click that.
Correct.
yes.
Correct.
That's a dangerous.
Yesterday I was in
Really? Okay,
Safari and I started closing. I was shocked how many tabs I
have 450.
Right now I have 301. I had over 500 yesterday.
I have 450.
There was I think it was you, Chris, that came up with the idea that the iPhone should come out with a thing where it's like when you want to show people pictures, it locks to just the pictures you want to show them.
I don't know
Right?
if
So
I
like,
said that, but I
I got pictures of my kids. I can select the whole folder, hand
be
my
like,
phone
here
to
it
you,
is.
and now you can look through the pictures, but it won't go past the unselected pictures or anything else.
You can tell a lot about someone how willing they are to just open their gallery in front of you.
Dude, it's
Show you
crazy.
their
It
Like I
makes-
was with someone at bowling yesterday. They're like, "Here, look at this picture," and they just started like
It
scrolling.
makes
I'm
me
like,
feel
"Okay,
so
this
bad,
person's
dude.
safe because
It makes me feel bad. I'm like, what a piece of shit I am.
Yeah.
I could never. Even when people are like, hey man, let me see your phone, and they hand you your phone, I'm like, really? You're just gonna hand me your unlocked
Yeah.
phone like that?
Yeah.
Look at that. I
I
got
get-
nothing to hide, baby.
I get
You want to pick up
terrible-
my phone? Pick it up.
Shit, man.
Pick it up.
I
buddy.
can find something.
Pick it up right there. Pick it up.
It's fine.
Pick it up.
I don't want to play this
It's
game.
all
Pick it
baby,
up.
That's just all baby pictures now.
Pick it up, buddy. Pick it up.
You have to
Yeah, we
scroll
said-
for
we
an
said
hour.
Safari.
The Safari.
Take that thing for. Where's those
Dude,
favorites?
I have so many tabs open. I don't know what the number is. It just has a smiley face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You
No
reached
way.
that?
It does. It
I've
just-
never seen that before. What do you mean?
It's got to be over 1,000.
Yeah, Chrome is like, you just like, yeah, like,
What are you doing?
I have
like the internet.
411 tabs.
Okay, yeah.
You sick bastard.
450.
Yeah.
I don't like how it opens a separate tab for some stuff and then I just forget about it. All right, let's go to the furthest thing and see what it is.
Can I say that from earlier in the show this week that everybody who picked they'd rather talk to animals is just wrong?
It's stupid.
liar.
So
That's-
stupid.
no, it's just
Yeah, this
dumb.
is one of them right here, Dr. Doolittle
So
over here.
Yeah,
mean?
like what's the point? What are you gonna get out of that?
A week. You're gonna get a good
Yeah,
week, and then
not-
after that,
not-
you're
not
gonna
a
be
even that.
week. It's like a couple days.
You
You'll
can't
be
eat
like, all right, I get
outside.
it.
Forget eating outside. Because every time you sit down, you're gonna have a fucking seagull come up to you and be like, "Give me some."
Yeah.
First of all, you know you're always around humans and you can exist with people talking around you. Like I'm not gonna be infiltrated. I'm only
You know how
gonna
many-
hear the animals
No,
that
you
I'm
don't
Yeah,
get
but now you
select-
got
you don't get
people
selective
and
hearing.
animals.
First of all, there's two things. How many more animals are? Number two, like in Dr. Doolittle, once the animals get word out that you can understand them and they
It's
can
over.
understand, then they're all coming to you.
Yeah.
You become a magnet. That's why I was like, Ron McGill is great because he's
Yeah.
already like in that world. But for a regular person, you're gonna be bothered the whole time. Every stray cat, every freaking seagull.
Help me,
you know how
buddy,
much money I
please.
could make going around, and I go to your house.
They'll just think you're
And I
crazy.
give you like, hey, I can tell you what your
So you're a
your
pet
animals
therapist
think.
now?
Yeah.
I can tell. I'm like,
Do you want to be a pet therapist?
Dude,
See, that's my point.
If the
you
money
come up-
talk,
if you
let's
come
go.
up to my door and you're like, I can talk to your dog for you, and be like, bro, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
go
like-
see. I know as a pitch, it doesn't like you're. I'm gonna go on.
You gotta
I'm gonna
sell
go on
me.
Good Morning America. Let the world see it, digestible, and then
Chris,
and it's
there's
gonna
no,
become a thing.
there's no way to prove it.
The kooks, the people that like people
Chris,
that.
Chris,
like,
I'm a dog.
Horoscope people will love this.
Yes,
Like,
they will.
horoscope people will
Sure.
eat this up.
Yes, the crystal people will definitely.
The guy that goes to the house looking for ghosts. You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like there is a market for this, folks.
But Chris, like I'm a dog, right? And like let's say Tony's my owner, and I've been messing around.
He does something out of the ordinary. Chris,
All right, let me see.
Can you please figure out what's going on?
I got like a. This,
He does, you don't take this thing.
I've
for
got like indigestion, man.
No.
I like he keeps feeding me this dry ass food. I
Right.
want to take
Okay.
a dump.
Well, I thought you were saying something else.
But you
yeah.
got to explain that to Tony now.
No, what he's saying is your food is shit. The food you give him,
I give him
it's
the best.
shit. I'm telling you, he doesn't like
That's
it.
dry as fuck.
It's
man.
so dry. Like it's making his
Oh my God,
insides
it's making-
like.
Does he tell you that he eats everything else?
Well, he has no choice. He's hungry.
Yeah, I
He's-
mean, look,
he's
what do
famished.
you want me to do, man?
Guy chews on every pillow I have.
Also,
They're tasty.
what's that?
Every
oh,
sneak
not
residue.
enough, not enough walks too. Like
Well, hold on now. What are you talking? Why are you giving him? Why are you telling
Where's it
him? Hold on. Yeah, hey man.
actually, he wants to
I'm
get
walking
laid. He
though.
wants another dog so he can get laid more. Like a
That would be
female dog.
nice, man. But also, you cut my balls off.
To your
So
point,
got-
I could just
it's
tell
more
him
of a
anything.
mental thing
I
for
get
me
your point
now.
now.
Like I hump sometimes, but it's not because I can actually do anything.
Yeah.
It's just like the ghost of my balls
I'm
are there.
quickly realizing that I could just tell Tony anything. To your
Well, this is the
point.
power of the interpreter, right? This is how Shohei's guy got in trouble.
Of course.
And
You
so
know what he's saying?
and so it's like whatever. And maybe Tony says, you know what? Let me try the wet food. And I'm like, oh, I feel a lot better now.
He
right?
likes it.
But like Tony's gonna be like, lucky guess. Like
Yeah.
he just picked the opposite
Yeah,
kind
give
of
me-
food.
give me something else.
There's no part that's gonna be like, this man is a messiah. And bring up
The dog just told me he doesn't like it every night. Whatever, I don't know what you and your wife are doing in the bed.
Yeah.
But it makes him uncomfortable.
watching TV so loud.
He-
Guys, how about screens off time?
Yeah.
Oh, that blue light
He's
is horrible
uncomfortable.
for you.
I
huh?
was talking about the sex.
Oh,
that you don't like
no,
it
I
with
like
mommy
that.
and daddy.
I give Tony pointers. Like, Tony, do it me style.
Reminds me of my pre-ball days.
Me style.
Do you think they know like, oh damn, my balls are cut off?
No,
I
well,
bet they know.
I'll tell you, they know.
Yeah.
yeah, you'll take
Wasn't it famously
I know.
Ice-T?
Trust me. Tell him I know.
Wasn't it famously Ice-T that had put balls back on, like fake balls on his dog? Can we look that up?
Like
I
truck
think,
nuts?
Danny, type
Yes.
that into your computer.
You really got to come in here with a laptop, dude.
I think no, man. It's right off the dome. I don't need the laptop. I think Ice-T and Coco put fake balls back on their dog because they cut his balls off and they felt bad. Wow.
Yeah, like I'm sure he feels better. Oh, thank God. Fake balls. Now I can walk around with pride around the neighborhood.
I think that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Is for his psyche. They talked to some bullshit dog therapist, and he's like,
There
"Hey,
you
the
go.
balls."
Okay, this story is from 2012. Dude.
Come again.
Okay, it
That's
says
when
What do I need?
Coco and Ice-T
Thank
show.
you.
right?
What do
It
I
says
need a
Ice-T's
laptop for?
Ice-T's wife Coco tries to get testicle implants for pet bulldog. So I don't think she was successful.
Implants.
Yeah, like they
Like
put,
they work? Like they be
No, no, no.
operational?
No,
Oh,
like
look.
he felt like they had
Whoa.
the balls in.
An update. 2018 story on CNBC. Fake dog testicles made this man a millionaire. So there's a market.
Why is Danny smiling?
I could have took. Hey, you remember how we talk about that one little thing that you create can make you a millionaire? Fake dog balls.
How do we get Chris to be a millionaire off talking to animals is the question we're trying to figure
Dude,
out right
so
now.
many ways.
I don't think
so.
Dude, I'm being a therapist.
think-
All the horoscope people. I'm starting a podcast with a dog.
you ever seen on like
So you're
Letterman?
both voices,
I'm
the
just
dog
like, oh
and
man,
you.
he's got a lot to say to
You know, like on Letterman when they come up and it's like, oh, and the dog walks on its hind legs and it's like, oh, but where did I put my wallet? And the dog picks up the wallet.
Yeah.
I think that's the peak of what you could be. Like just some guy,
Like a showman?
You'll make money. You'll do NBA arenas at halftime and stuff like that, and everyone will think, wow, what a great show. But you're never gonna be like swimming in it to the point where you don't have to work anymore.
I got to think about this. I know that there's something I can do. Like
Now-
something I can ask the
How
dog.
about the
That,
dog whisperer? That guy's got money.
Yeah, but again, like okay,
Caesar
but
Milan.
all he does is.
yeah, but it's like okay. First of all, again, the other thing is just being able to communicate with the dog doesn't mean the dog is going to give a fuck what you have to say.
That's true.
Right? You'd be like, hey, man, your owner was really concerned about you fucking up all the couches. It's like, yeah, I'll fuck up your couches too. How about that? Well, like some of these dogs are
me your
just
house.
assholes.
I
man.
won't-
Oh, he hates it? Wait till he sees what I do to it
I
later.
won't care what some animals have to say. I'll be able to choose because I can understand all of them. You guys are sleeping on how cool it will be.
I'm telling you,
I just think, yeah.
being able to speak every language on
So
earth.
much better.
Dude, I get
God.
on any
So much
I get on
better.
any plane, I go anywhere, I'm a local. I talk to anyone.
And get the
not a big
local
deal.
prices.
The only
Local
You're like
real
Marcus
benefit,
Brody.
the only real benefit of knowing every language is just kind of being able to eavesdrop on like
No,
people.
dude.
That's
Like-
just a piece of
I'm
it.
gonna tell you right now. I get it. You guys are all betrothed and happy family, man. Man, you would clean up
Yeah.
so
That's-
much.
that's the
Oh, that's true.
Every single
Right.
Can you
every-
imagine
hear
this
them
guy in a
talk-
bar in
Oh
Puerto
my
Rico?
God.
you hear them talking about like, oh, I just want some guy to come up to me and
not in Puerto Rico, right? You got to go somewhere.
Ooh, even
like
further,
Puerto Rico,
more
like I
exotic.
walk into Puerto Rico, they're like, "You look like you could be from around here." No, I need to go like to Russia.
Wow.
Walk into a Russian bar and then and then I watch Dobre Voce and I go, "Oh shit!"
There are TikTok
Or
channels.
Croatia, I go to Croatia and the beach and stuff.
Ooh, Croatia's
and,
beautiful.
And here's the key. This is what I realized when I went to Scotland. You walk in, loud American, because they're like, oh, because that's gonna cause attention.
Yeah.
And then you switch it on them. Like, wait, oh, you thought I couldn't speak your language? Oh, and then you become like a god to them. Like, this guy is great. Buy him around the shot. Da da da.
Didn't
Man.
really work in
I mean,
Scotland.
shuts down the bar in every foreign country.
Yeah.
And then all the betting, like I could just bet people wild stuff. Like I'm like, hey man, what's going on over here? Da, da, da. And I tell my friends, I bet you $1 million this is gonna happen. Like, how'd you know? Because here's the other thing, I don't have to tell anybody I know that I know these languages. I could just pretend. I could just be like, ooh, broken language, but
Right.
really, hey, bear with me here. What I am trying to win bet will give you money. Just work with me. Like that's how I'm saying it in their language.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, my friend's like, "Oh my God, you got all that from Google Translate for a couple minutes?" Like, yeah.
I like the idea of you doing it like philanthropically and like going to like some sort of like uncontacted tribe in the Amazon.
Yeah.
Like trying to find them. So you're there like,
Yeah.
like
I
talking-
can understand you.
Yes, and they're like, who is this guy?
They're like, they're like, they capture us and like, look, these outsiders. And I'm like, guys, would an outsider know your language?
Yeah.
Whoa!
And they go, oh my God, mystical American.
They're-
We eat him anyway.
No,
no,
hey, man,
he turns into the god.
I just talked to the deities.
You'll be lifted up.
Yeah, literally, they'd
the
be like,
deities
"Who
won't they won't be happy. How do you think I learned your language, man? This well? I not only know the language, I know your slang.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
slang is important.
When you start talking in their slang, then they're like, this
This
dude
guy's
is
down.
cool,
This
man.
guy's down.
Meanwhile, this guy's talking to like a squirrel. Like, hey, you like
fourth time.
acorn?
Can't help him at all.
I can tell you what that squirrel's saying though. You never wonder what that squirrel's thinking?
Not even for a second.
Acorns. That's what it's
Yeah,
Acorns.
they're just like, how do I get
How
as
do I
many
not
of these
get
in my
eaten?
mouth? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's owls.
Everything's
You
like,
see
how
that?
do I not get eaten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or how do I eat?
Yeah. That's
And how
human
do-
nature, baby. How we eat, how
am I
do
gonna
not
eat?
get eaten.
How am I not going to get eaten? Where am I going to shit?
And who am I gonna fuck?
And who am I going to fuck? And where am I going to sleep? Those are the 5 things that
Dog,
Dan was
I
talking
watch
about.
I watch some of these nature shows, and it's like penguins and how they mate, and it's like they all get together and like they pair off, and I always think of like, what about the loser penguin?
Yeah.
That dude is
If there's,
like,
like,
shit, man.
He's like,
If there's an odd number.
Me, you, no.
Like, oh, last one picked.
runs into his buddies later. Hey, Jake, how'd it go? Like, I had some other shit I had to get to. Right?
I didn't even want to.
Everybody
today, to
paired
be
up?
honest.
Oh.
Tries to
man,
get in with
damn.
one of the pairs. Like, hey, you guys need a third? What's good?
You're
No, I haven't
getting ready
like
for your cruise. Huh?
he's a cruising
We just
penguin.
finished.
I mean, what's the if you're left alone? I mean,
I think you just have to pretend like you had some other shit to do.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, oh no, you guys, I actually got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys go ahead.
I got to build another nest.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
just know
There's
I'm
a nice flow over there. I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah,
if anybody
I'm
wants to
hearing
come.
all of this though. You guys are just imagining that's what they're saying.
And then
I can actually hear the penguin saying all this.
The Mike Dexter Penguins is like, yeah, look, we're gonna be crushing so much sale. We don't need our girlfriends this summer. Mike Dexter, man, what a great character. You ever watch
You all right, Mike?
Can't Hardly Wait?
Yeah.
Mike Dexter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bully.
Tony,
Yeah.
if you had one dipping sauce for the rest of your life,
Why is it
what would
offensive
be?
to ask me that?
Because you're
Couldn't
seen
choose
as-
this one.
Yeah, I
You
don't
couldn't
want
choose
to.
this
Yeah.
one,
No, he
It-
can
it's
choose. I
clearly
just want to go to him
ranch.
first.
It's clearly ranch.
Okay, ranch for Cody.
Ranch?
For the rest of your life on everything.
From where?
Oh, it's Wingstop. It's
Wingstop
Wingstop
Ranch
Ranch.
is strong.
Wingstop Ranch is it.
It's probably the-
Wingstop Ranch is it.
Dude.
But I can put it on my pizza. I can put it on my wings, chicken nuggets.
Yeah, everything.
I think I'm either. So when we get PDQ around here, that buffalo blue cheese.
I'm not a blue cheese
Nah,
guy though.
no blue
No,
cheese
but
is
it's just
for
the way. It's
dorks,
just the way
dude.
they mix
The
it. But I
blend.
also
You're talking about the blend.
the blend, and I also like the black and ranch from Popeyes.
Oh, that's pretty
Black
good.
and ranch,
I'm gonna tell you right now, can't put it on everything, but man, I know everyone's gonna think I'm gonna say Polynesian sauce, and I do love
It is
Polynesian
fire.
sauce.
Polynesian sauce is
but
great.
a step above it from Popeyes, sweet heat.
Yeah,
Oh
that is
my
good.
god,
That is good.
Sweet heat
It
is
wouldn't
the,
be my one forever, but yeah, it's good.
my one forever will probably be just Louisiana hot sauce. That's got the most
Really?
universal.
The one we got over here in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
I bought that, by the way.
Oh yeah. Didn't they send it to you?
No, I
Can
bought
I
it.
still
I
put
bought it off
mayo on
Amazon.
sandwiches?
Mayo.
Is mayo included in this?
Yeah, anything else.
Mayo's a condiment.
Well, any
but
kind of
you
dipping
can't have
sauce.
it for the
Dipping
rest of your
sauce.
life.
Mayo's not a dipping sauce.
Right, it's like
Yeah.
In Europe, though, they love putting mayo on shit. And
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
they
like
don't
in
they do
French
different
fries.
Yeah,
fries.
like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
mayo
I
with
can
those,
do
please.
that. I can do that.
One of the
Little fancy
funniest stories I had. I was in Paris
Ketchup
with some friends of
mayonnaise.
mine, and my boy Alejandro, American kid, never been to Europe. We sit down at this table. He orders like this big like sausage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He gets
did.
so excited to grab the mustard. He fucking smashes it over it. It's all mayonnaise.
Ooh.
So and it was like a $36 sausage because it was right next to the Eiffel Tower. So it was,
Sausage
like, yeah.
with mayo on it is crazy.
Now, let me get that napkin to clean off.
Oh
the
yeah, you're gonna
sausage.
wipe it off.
Wipe it off.
Wipe
Yeah.
the white stuff off the
It's like,
sausage.
oh,
You
there's
know?
more of it on here. I don't know.
What
So let me
is
do it a little
happening?
faster.
Oh my god, why is the sausage getting so? Never mind.
If I wrap my hand around it, I can clean it more
Do that
efficiently.
again?
It's getting
Dude, the
firmer
camera.
as I rub
Danny
it.
wants to get you on the camera.
It's like, oh, I got some on me.
Let me get the tip.
Whoa.
Oh man.
So yeah, Wingstop Ranch. Wingstop Ranch is goated.
Sausage is kind of crazy when you think about it.
Sausage.
like, hey, all right, hey guys, look, got the steaks here, got the. Look, what about all this leftover
this
stuff? What are we
crap,
gonna do?
yeah.
Grind it
We'll
up.
grind it up. Okay, cool. All right, and we're just gonna eat it like that. Like, no,
Nah.
we're gonna put it in like a casing.
A casing that you can eat.
Yeah.
And that casing. Oh, that's actually no. That's actually pretty good.
What are we gonna do with these
All right,
intestines?
What shape of the case is the casing gonna be in? Like a circle? Like it could be a nice sandwich? Like no.
Cylindrical.
Make it long
And
and
cylindrical.
thick and cylindrical.
Yeah.
You're like, wait.
Yeah,
Why?
so now put it in your mouth. Like, wait, what? Like,
Where's
what are
the
we doing?
casing go
Twist it off
in my
here.
body? Where's the casing go?
Same place everything else
It's
goes.
the
buddy.
casing is just made of filament, right? Like
They
it's,
used to make it out of like intestines and
Intestines,
shit back
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
day,
that's what
and
I'm
then you would
saying,
like
yeah.
split it open and eat it. How about blood sausage? Have you had a blood sausage?
Man,
weird.
I looked at it one time
Sorry,
and I was
England.
like, I'm good.
Was that the thing?
That's why you lost.
What's the red sausage at like 7-Eleven? I never
Oh, I don't
ate
know
them,
what
but
that-
I used to have those
diabolical. I don't know
friends
what
back
that
in the
is.
day that would just like
like a
it was-
pickled sausage?
Like essentially, yes.
That-
At like at like those Quickie Mart type places.
You know, shout out to the cartoons that taught us sausage always came in like a long ass string and they tied to each other and shit. I used to really think that. I was like, where are these sausages, man?
the long link sausage.
Yeah.
Every link is tied up.
Fuentes, why are you saying that authentic food is a lie?
Are we gonna do this finally? Because I thought the whole idea was
oh,
for
no,
you to
I haven't-
put one.
I haven't done that yet.
Oh.
No, I gotta actually.
Oh,
research
one that's
that.
actually his?
Yeah,
One that's actually
No,
his,
this,
yeah.
this is. I figure if I make it smaller, we'll grind on them a little more and not just like run through them. But authentic food really is a lie. Like,
hold on. Well, what do you mean authentic food? Like,
you go to this
what do you mean
place
by
that's
that?
like everything that you eat in America is made for an American palate.
Right.
There's no such thing as like authentic Chinese. You don't have authentic Chinese here.
That's true.
Yeah.
We don't have.
You have it in
it
some
depends on
places.
cuisines. So Chinese. No, he's right. Like 99% of even like good, super authentic Chinese food. It's all like the Chinese food that the Chinese migrants created
correct.
when they were here. It's very different from what they had
Back there.
back home.
To
right?
me, the thing you see authentic slapped on the most is this Mexican food.
You get that because we're here. I'm sure you get a lot of authentic Italian.
See, I prefer because I've been to a few authentic, what are called authentic Mexican places,
Wow.
and then there's like ole, like
Tex-Mex.
American
Tex-Mex.
It's way better.
I love Tex-Mex.
Like
You like
the
Tex-Mex better than-
Americanized
100%.
Mexican food. I mean, it's just what I'm used to. Maybe
Dude, I
to
don't
your
know.
point,
It's
but-
made for your palate.
We went to Mexico for Cuervo, and dude, they brought out like fire stuff. The buffet was packed with incredible. Did I say that? Well?
fancy. Yeah,
Buffet. I thought
I say buffet. You
Buffet.
said buffet. You're
said
trying to be
buffet.
fancy.
Buffet. No, speak Spanish. I was in Spanish mode. They had everything like authentic Mexican style stuff.
Are you just calling it
Are
authentic
you
because
sure
you
it's
were in
authentic
Mexico?
though? Are you sure? Yeah, are you sure?
Well, I
How,
mean,
how
I
much
guess
more
if-
authentic can I be
if
if I'm
you're
in
in
Mexico?
Mexico-
If I'm in
Oh, because it's
Jalisco
so
and
nice.
tequila,
Unless you
Depends where
go to
you're at.
Taco Bell in Mexico, which would be crazy.
I don't
but
think they have.
I assume.
I'm sure there's
I
one
assume
somewhere.
when
Check that up. Look that up.
When a
Where's Maui?
restaurant
Look that
when a
up.
restaurant in America says authentic Mexican, they are saying to you, "We are presenting this the way it is presented in Mexico." No,
I
That's
think
what they're trying
I think
to
what they're
say.
saying
That's the
is,
idea.
I want you to believe.
Right.
That, like,
Ah.
right.
Yeah,
like
I think it's a marketing campaign.
It's
Like
yeah.
how organic is a marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Like free range eggs is marketing. That's all marketing.
What is it? Is
but
it
I
marketing
noticed
or
the
is it true?
difference.
I'm sure
You can't be like, oh, we have free range eggs, but they're cage eggs. Like you can't do that.
How could you tell the difference?
Yeah.
See, to me, like
I don't know, just
authentic
telling you.
Mexican, you'll get like the corn tortillas. Get those out of here. Give me the flour.
Dude,
Give me
the
the
corn
Americanized
Hell yeah.
flour.
Yeah,
Over
chewy,
there
it's
though,
a
the
chewy
corn
tortilla.
tortillas were like flour.
Okay.
They were fire, and they put them in like a
'Cause
basket.
they were authentic.
And it's like whatever.
What
one,
are the
like,
chances
take 20 of them.
they
You're like,
told you was corn? It was actually just flour.
They didn't tell me shit.
You can't.
I
you're
looked
not
at it
gonna
and
lie.
I tasted
like, some
it.
people are allergic. Like, you can't just be like,
That's true.
nah. It's
They
flour.
they
daddy.
set it up, and I just had to look at it. I was like, oh, that's corn, because you could tell it's a little bit thinner.
yeah.
Tony, going to what you said, Taco Bell does not operate in Mexico.
Of course not.
They operated briefly in the 1990s, but they closed all their locations in 1994.
There's no way.
Yeah, they haven't attempted to re-enter the market since then.
Wow.
Imagine it's like trying to go into a place and it's like, hey, we're kind of like you, right? And everybody's like, nah, dude,
so-
what is this?
So two of the
I don't want a
reasons-
Mexican
Yeah.
pizza.
Well, two of the reasons it says here is because one, people perceive that it has high prices compared to, I guess, other street tacos they have there, which makes sense
Of course.
because a guy sells 99 cent
Or
taco on
less,
the street.
yeah.
And that locals are unfamiliar with the items.
Yeah.
Because obviously the items, they don't know what a Crunchwrap Supreme is.
A Mexican pizza, they're like, what
Yeah,
do you
the
mean a
fuck is
Mexican
that?
pizza?
I just go to the pizza spot down there. There's
exactly,
a pizza spot right over there. I go
exactly.
get real pizza.
Refried beans with like a thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Did you know that there are Papa John's in Italy?
I believe it.
I just because I was doing the thing like Taco Bell in Mexico. I'm like what? Are there any
I remember one of the funniest
terrible
videos-
chain restaurants?
One of the funniest videos I've seen. It's like a guy in Egypt, and he's like, "Oh, look at the view," and it's the pyramids, and then he starts zooming back and zooming back and zooming back, and he's inside of a Pizza Hut that is like could oversee the pyramids of Giza.
Really?
Yeah, he just keeps backing up, and then you see the Pizza Hut.
Would you ever go to Egypt? Because it feels like really far away. You know what I mean? Like, and I've been to really far away places, but that feels like really far away.
Yeah, well, so my aunt had gone not too long ago, and she said the first time she went it was great, but then she said the second time not so good because it was after like the Arab Spring and everything. So she
went pre 2011.
She went twice, yeah, because she like loves the pyramids. Like my mom and her have this thing about ancient Egypt; they just love it. So she
Have your
went,
mom on the pod?
and she said the first time we went, it was really nice. She said she was really shocked how cold it was at night because it's
Oh,
the
you're
middle
in
of
the
Sahara.
desert.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
freezing. She was like, because they like camped out there or something like that. Would I go to Egypt? Yeah, I like Egypt. Egypt seems cool.
Yeah, I like Egypt.
I'd like to go.
It's not on like my list of top places.
The thing is, vacation wise, and I feel like Chris Cote feels me on this. I'm a beach vacation guy.
Yeah,
Hey, get me next to some
But,
water.
well, you guys live near the beach.
I know, but still,
That doesn't matter.
Still, like, give me 4 days of just nothing.
Exactly.
I like
Pool, little beach.
I like the mountain.
a cold
trip.
Miller Lite.
Ugh,
No, I like the mountain trip.
a little
a
Cuervo.
mountain trip,
Yeah.
not for me, Clive.
It's good once every couple of years go to a mountain trip.
I don't want to have
Sure.
a random encounter with a bobcat.
I get
Like
it.
that's the thing. I like
You
the
can have a
idea of
random
going
encounter
in the
with a
mountains.
jellyfish.
But you see these videos on the internet where it's just like a family. Let's go for a walk on a trail.
Oh, there's a bear.
Oh my God, there's a bear, honey. Grab the kid. Don't look it in the eye. It's just like I don't want that interaction.
Yeah.
I don't like. It's not that good to me that I want to risk that.
Yeah.
I just look for something different.
And I live in Weston, and like
I don't know, is that-
like
there's
the
bears
Everglades are like
Oh.
I could hit a golf ball to the Everglades from my house. Like there are like I'm always like sometimes like late at night I'll like walk go into my backyard just to
Check the neighbors?
check the perimeter.
Yeah.
I'm always just like there could just be a panther like back here that.
At any moment.
Because like every once in a while, there's like this group chat of our neighborhood, this Facebook group that my wife's in for our neighborhood. Like there's been, is it coyotes? Like what is?
Yeah,
what
there's
we have
coyotes
coyotes here.
yeah.
Yeah.
like
foxes.
there's been posts of saw and I'm just like fuck. I don't want.
Checking
I
on the
don't-
neighbors, all of a sudden you turn the corner,
I
and
know.
a coyote. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna do anything to you. The
Okay.
people post
Oh,
that because they're worried about like their little dogs and stuff.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
Right. I mean, what about my daughter?
Should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit out of everything.
We got bears here too, don't we?
Nah.
There's some bears I think in the Everglades, but it's very very
Yeah,
few.
small amount.
Very few. Speaking of flights, by the way, flights right now very cheap.
Really?
Everybody's a little nervous about getting on
Yeah.
flights and stuff.
Yeah.
You know when it's great to fly? When people are nervous. Because when something already happens, boom, you're back on it.
It's
Yep.
funny. I was just looking at flights to Iceland.
Wow. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
And adventurous.
I wanted to do because like when you're going on a trip to Europe, you have like this like brain block. That's like, oh, if I'm gonna fly to Europe, I need to do 14 days minimum. I gotta
Yes.
do Italy and I gotta do this.
Yes.
And I was like, I hold myself back from doing so many trips. Like, bro, I'm just gonna go take off to Iceland for 4 days. I'll go to the hot springs. I'll go see
Hot
like
springs look sick.
volcanoes. I'll see the continental.
You going with
Divide.
Gino?
What? Please, you guys leave his house. No, I'm probably gonna go alone. To be honest, like
Nah, you can't go alone.
yeah,
you can't go alone.
The solo trip, I've been wanting to do it, but it also seems like it'd be a little sad.
It is a
I
little
like,
sad.
Nah, but there's also.
The
little bit
4
to it.
days though, Chris, in Iceland, where you don't know anybody,
That's
you don't
true.
speak the language.
But you got to plan it out, right? Like,
that's why you
like,
speak the language instead of
Well,
talking on the fucking
That's why I'm
animals.
not going to, like South Korea by myself, and all of a sudden I'm lost. Now, before you know it, I'm in a bathtub, my kidney getting taken out.
That's true.
Yeah. So I mean, I've always wanted to go to Iceland and go see Northern Lights, like,
Yeah.
even though you can see them in Alaska, but
Yeah, but it's a long ass
It's
trip
Iceland.
to Alaska.
they're
Iceland's
both
closer than
long
Alaska.
ass trips.
No, but Iceland's closer
You
to
think
us than
so?
Alaska is. It has to be.
Nah.
Alaska's all the way on the other side of
but
the world,
you
basically.
So is Iceland. Well, I guess maybe not. Maybe
It's
right.
not, dude. You can
Yeah,
fly
but
to
you-
Iceland from New York. It's
Yeah,
not
but you
that far.
fly to Seattle and you can take a boat to like a cruise goes from
just
Seattle to Alaska.
Well, I heard that cruise. Did you go on that cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going on.
Was it like full of senior citizens?
More so than like
Normal.
a Caribbean cruise.
Yeah, I figured.
but not like only. Like there were younger people,
Yeah.
but yeah,
My mom told me that she went on one. I think she was like 55 at the time, and she's like, I'm the youngest person on this boat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely leans older for sure.
It seems fun,
What?
but then when you get on it, you're like, oh, okay, so it's cold.
Yeah, the cruise. Yeah,
The
It's
one,
definitely a
the
sightseeing
coolest
cruise.
part was like the waking. There was one of the stops that you don't even stop at. It's like driving. It's like if you wake
Coast
up
right
at
by
6
it.
a.m. from 6 a.m. to noon, we're gonna be boating through the glaciers, and like we had a balcony, so you woke up like at 7 and just like go out on your balcony, and there's just like
Ice everywhere.
How are the
glacier.
neighbors on the balcony?
It was, I do the poke ahead. I'll poke my head around just to get a little
Just
snoopy.
lay of the
every once
land.
in a
What's
while.
happening around here? But like that, I just want to go to the hot spring there. That big like blue hot spring. They
The
have.
hot spring looks sick.
Yeah, I want to go to that.
One of my regrets when we went to Italy was there's a hot spring that's close to Pisa, like where the Leaning Tower is. The problem is it's far. It's in Tuscany, and it's kind of far from where Florence is because that's Tuscany area up like more northern Italy. And it was to go to the hot springs that they have over there would take like 4.5 hours to get there, and then we're have to be there for a little bit, and then go all the way back for another 4.5 hours. And it's like
Yeah,
it
not
wasn't
worth-
worth it, but
not worth the trip.
they look incredible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can send it to you.
The same thing
Tuscan
happened
hot springs.
the first time I went to Nashville. I wanted to do like that distillery thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh, it's like 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to waste a whole day driving back and forth. That's just I didn't want to spend the time commuting.
Right. Playoffs start this weekend.
Well, I got laundry today, dude.
You like laundry.
I do like laundry.
See, I knew that was your
Yeah.
take. It's on here.
It's on here.
Doing laundry is fun.
It
we
can
found
be
his
fun.
take.
The only thing you hate is the folding. Let's be real.
Folding sucks.
Yeah, the folding sucks. but, like,
Putting it away sucks.
Everything except
The-
just putting it in there
like,
and clicking
yeah.
the button.
Splitting
sucks.
the darts
Lights
and
and
like
blah,
it's
blah.
all. What
you-
part
you
of it
still
is
do
good?
that? I
I'm
don't think I do
waiting.
that anymore.
No, I still do that.
I separate mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think
I've
I-
gotten burned too many times,
I don't
Chris.
dry shirts either,
No, I don't dry shirts either because the dryer's the enemy of clothes.
unless it's like a beater. Like
Yeah.
Oh
So you
yeah, if I'm like
sleep in.
sleeping in
Yeah.
it or do yard work or whatever. No, but you know what happens with that? Like I end up hanging the clothes up and then I just have like 50 shirts that are unironed
Yeah, and wrinkled.
and then like I gotta iron them and laziness takes over. That's worse than folding. I'd rather fold a bunch of clothes than iron anything.
I rarely iron.
Yeah.
Apparently, Aaron Rodgers, even though we're recording this earlier in the week, and I just realized I shouldn't have brought this up because this is going to come out days later. Aaron Rodgers is making his decision today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He made it.
He made it.
Can you imagine?
Can you believe that's
Wow,
where he's
Dude,
going?
that's
I can't believe
crazy.
he made that. That's
Man.
insane.
I can't believe he chose that.
He chose.
He chose to do
Just
that.
insert
Yeah.
the team name here.
Yeah, we'll have Roy say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, just go through all of them. Steelers. Isn't it only the Steelers? Isn't it the only
Vikings. Or they said that they were going to move on from that and do McCarthy.
Well, find out a couple days ago.
the slow
Find out
report.
tomorrow, but today's tomorrow.